You can use frozen and you can use fresh, all right? Last week I used frozen tomatoes because I had them in my freezer. This time I used fresh tomatoes. You don't have to skin them, you don't have to peel them, you don't have to seed them. If you do, you're creating more work for yourself, but I don't skin or seed my tomatoes. I chop them up, throw them in there, and you know, they don't have to be uniform. Some are bigger pieces, some are smaller pieces, but you're gonna cook them. It's all gonna go down the same way, so you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? So I've got my tomatoes in here. And the next thing I'm going to add is just my corn. Now, I'm using frozen corn. You can use fresh corn, you can use canned corn, you can use whatever you want, but I'm using frozen corn here. My last batch I used fresh corn. All right, and that goes. And I'm going to use the Bernardin Salsa mix. Now, this is a salsa mix that's great. It has a little kick to it. Some people say it's a little too spicy, but it's not that spicy. All right, so in goes the mix. So 1 3/4 cups of cider vinegar, and in goes that. Now, in the recipe, it says heat till it's heated throughout. Now, because I like a really chunky, thick salsa, I'm gonna cook my tomatoes, my salsa, till it thickens, all right? So an option is, when you're using fresh tomatoes or frozen tomatoes, is to cut them up, let them stand in a sieve and press them out and get the juice. Now, if you wanna save the juice, because the juice is good to drink, you can save it for something else. But if you want a thick salsa, you're going to need to cook it down. If you want a thin salsa, just heat it throughout and then can it, okay?